What are the requirements to apply for Canadian citizenship? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is very important if you are a permanent resident of Canada and are willing to apply for Canadian citizenship. To be a Canadian citizen, it is necessary that you hold the following. Be a permanent resident of Canada. File all necessary taxation. Meet all the physical presence requirements of Canada. Proof of your language skills, if you are of age between 18 to 54. Pass the Canadian citizenship test, if you are of age between 18 to 54. However, the requirements required for being eligible to apply for citizenship in Canada can be different if you fall under the following. Applying for a minor below age 18. A Canadian applying for their adopted child who was born outside Canada, or a past Canadian who is willing to regain their Canadian citizenship. Now let's talk about permanent resident status. To apply for Canadian citizenship, it is important to have permanent resident status PR in Canada. Furthermore, it is required that you not have the following. Be asked by the officials of Canada to leave the country. Never be examined for the reason of immigration or fraud. Have unfilled conditions related to your PR status, for example, medical screening. However, during the time of application, you do not need to apply with a valid permanent residence card, in case your PR card expires. Physical presence requirements in Canada. To fulfill the physical presence requirements in Canada, one must stay in Canada for over 1,095 days, or 3 years out of the 5 years, before applying for Canadian citizenship. However, there are chances for exceptions during unusual situations. It is considered an extra benefit for individuals who are living as temporary residents or protected persons in Canada before becoming a permanent resident of Canada. They can use those days to fulfill their physical presence requirement. Before submitting your application, every day you spend as a temporary resident or a protected person in Canada will be counted as a half day for 5 years. However, you may only be allowed to use up to 365 days as a temporary resident or a protected person. It has been recommended by Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada to submit your application for citizenship of Canada with over 1,095 days of duration, in case of a possibility of miscalculation. Let's discuss more on file all necessary taxation. You may need to file taxes in Canada for a minimum of 3 of the 5 years before you submit your Canadian citizenship application. In case you have lived in Canada for only a year, you will still be required to file your income tax return if you want to claim a refund, need to pay your taxes for a year, or want to avail benefits and credit payments. How to prove your language skills. According to IRCC requirements, you have to prove that you can speak English and French at the Canadian language benchmark, level 4 or above. The revision of the evidence may evaluate your expertise in language with the demonstration of your language skills. The evidence includes proof of attending a secondary or post-secondary educational program in English or French, or how proficiently you communicate with the citizenship officials during the application process. IRCC can also determine your language skills by hearing your conversation with the citizenship official. You will only be eligible to apply for citizenship in Canada if you meet all the requirements discussed earlier. In addition, some of the legal and criminality issues that might also make you ineligible for citizenship of Canada include if you fall under the following. You have been accused of a criminal offense during the past 3 years. You have been in prison, on probation or parole. You have been under investigation, or held responsible for a war crime, or any crime against humanity. Your citizenship had been taken away from you anytime, during the period of over the past 3 years, or you were under a removal order from Canada. Our video update ends here. If you like the video, do not forget to share it with your friends and family and comment below with your thoughts. Thanks for watching.